Hey, what's up, team? My name is T. Edwards and I teach leadership. So let's talk about the importance of goals and the 6 mistakes to avoid when you're setting your goal. Stick with me. Hey, team. All right. In the last video, and if you didn't see it yet, you can click, I don't know where it's going to be, but you can click the last video. Hell, I ain't got but 2. And you can watch that. We talked a lot about goals and the importance of setting them. And we talked specifically about when it comes to your goals, first you have to truly understand. When it comes to leadership, remember, we practice self-awareness. And the first thing you have to understand about goals is what they are, what you are striving for. And critically, the most important thing about goals is the why that is your goal in the first place. That why is going to be the fuel that motivates you to get out of bed every day and pursue that goal. So you got to understand the what and you got to understand the why behind it. All right. The where and the how, those can come later if you don't know those. But remember, the what and the why are critical. So let's talk about the 6 pitfalls to setting goals. All right. Number 1, and this doesn't matter. Remember, leadership is the same whether you're at home or work. Leadership is how we live life. All right. And remember, we talked about what life is. Life is a series of challenges destined to be met and mastered. So remember, when it comes to goals, we often set a goal like this. I'm going to be the top salesperson in the division. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. All right. Those are typical goals that we hear every day. All right, I'm going to learn to play the guitar. Pitfall number 1, those are outcomes. The number 1 pitfall to setting a goal and hitting that goal, we tend to focus on the outcomes. All right, losing 20 pounds, playing the guitar, number 1 person on the sales floor. Those are outcomes. Instead, the goal should be, I want to be that person. I want to become that person. I want to be that person that weighs 20 pounds less. I want to be that person that maintains a balanced, healthy diet and exercises regularly. My goal is to be that person. If you're on the sales floor, if you're running productivity, whatever your endeavor, it doesn't matter. Remember, we talked about that. It doesn't matter. Leadership is life. If your goal is to be the number 1 salesperson, then your goal is not to be the number 1 salesperson. That's the outcome. Your goal is to be the person that practices the habits of a number 1 salesperson. I'm going to make 1 more call every day before I leave. I'm going to keep calling until they buy or die. All right. I'm going to practice in the mirror my pitch. I'm going to learn my product inside and out. I'm going to become an industry expert in my field. I will be the person that is number 1. I will do the things that the number 1 person does. My goal should be the process, not the outcome. All right. Let's move on to number 2. I would love to be a Formula 1 racing driver. I would love it, but that's a pretty lofty goal at my age. The second pitfall to setting goals is setting goals that you yourself don't believe in. Even when you're setting goals for your team, a lot of you are emerging leaders. You're getting into leadership for the first time, and man, I love that. I'm so excited for you. It's a beautiful journey. But when you're setting goals for your team or yourself, yes, a goal should stretch you, but it shouldn't be so outer space that you don't believe in it, that your team doesn't even believe it's possible. If you don't believe that you can hit the goal you set for yourself, you are already defeated. There is very little you can do to beat enemy number 1. Who do we say enemy number 1 was? Payal. You are enemy number 1. And if you don't believe you can hit that goal, hell, I don't believe it either. So avoid that pitfall. Don't set goals that you yourself don't believe in. All right, let's talk about number 3. Now, remember, number 2 was not setting goals that are so lofty you fail to believe in them. But number 3 is the goal should still stretch you. You should still have to work towards something. You should still have to build. You should still have to get stronger, go farther, go faster, go harder. Okay? You should still be stretched. Okay? The goal should still challenge you. But you have to believe in it. So when it comes to setting goals for your team, and I've had a lot of leaders over the years do this crap. They set a goal that is so astronomically high, the whole team fails to believe in it. Half of us quit, and you never hit it. Oh, well, we didn't hit our goal. No, okay, we didn't hit your goal that you weren't strong enough to attain. Put that crap on us. Okay, I hate it when leaders, I didn't say leaders, I said leaders. I hate when they set stretch goals for someone else knowing they can't hit them. No, a stretch goal is something that allows you to grow. Okay, we talk a lot about fitness and working out. If I go to the gym tomorrow and I work out regularly, I exercise regularly. If I go to the gym tomorrow and try to bench press 300 pounds, man, please, give it up. I know I can't hit it. I won't even try. That's not my weight. Same thing applies when you're at work, when you're anything. It doesn't really matter. The rules are the same. The goal has to stretch you, but not to the point where it snaps you and you fail to believe in it. That was number 3. All right, let's talk about number 4. And I see this a lot. I'm fortunate enough. I teach leadership to youth groups, and I have for quite a while. And I get a chance to really know some of these young people. We meet every couple of weeks or so, and a lot of them I really get a chance to know. And they open up, and we open up to each other. It's a back and forth. And a lot of people, not just young people, a lot of people have goals that belong to someone else. How many times have you heard this? I want to go to medical school because my parents want me to. Well, hell, let your parents go to medical school if that's not what you want to do. Okay? Your goal must be your own. It can't be someone else's. If someone else wants to force a goal on you, that's their goal that they're probably afraid to hit. All right? So the fourth pitfall, striving for someone else's goal. Okay, that takes you right back to number 2. That's not a goal you can put your heart in. That's not a goal that you can believe in. Man, I've got more friends right now that dropped out of law school, okay, and became a successful stand-up comedian. Okay, that wasn't his goal. His goal was comedy. His goal was not law school. That goal belonged to his daddy. All right, his daddy was a lawyer. All right, he wanted to be a comedian. And now he's, touring around doing some of that stuff. Beautiful, man. That's what he's supposed to be doing. Remember, we talked about your strengths, okay? This dude may not have been the sharpest legal mind, but he was funny. He's funny growing up, Play to your strengths. We talked about that before, but I digress, okay? Your goals must be your own, and like we mentioned earlier, you have to know why you're striving for that, okay? It's critical. All right, let's go to number 5. Be careful setting a goal that you know is bad for you. Remember, I got a chance to, every now and then I get a chance to teach leadership to youth groups. And I was in a youth group class, this is a while back, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. And it was a group of young men and women. I say they were young. They were in their 20s, I would imagine, early 20s. And one young lady, I was asking her what her goal was. And she said, my goal is to work things out with my boyfriend and marry him. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, now remember, I know these people. We got to know each other. I thought to myself, is this the same boyfriend you had to call the police on twice? Careful with a goal that you know may not be good for you. A lot of people struggle with hitting a goal that may not be good for them, and they look at that as something that may be their fault. That might be divine intervention and protection when they fail to hit that goal. Not all goals are good for us. I love tigers. Man, I love tigers. I always have. And I do know Man, it would be, and it would be awesome to have a pet tiger running around, doing tiger things. But I know that probably wouldn't be the best goal for me. It would be bad, catastrophic for me and the tiger. Okay, so recognize when a goal is not the right one for you. Remember, we talk about self-awareness, and now hopefully it's coming back. Leadership, the study of leadership, self-awareness is number one, numero uno, okay, when it comes to studying leadership, self-awareness. And if that goal is not for you, acknowledge that. There is something for you. It just may not be that thing. Okay, recognize when a goal is just not for you. You've probably failed to hit it multiple times, and again, you were probably being protected. The sixth pitfall to avoid when setting goals. Number 6, do not avoid goals that don't feel right. And I'll say don't necessarily avoid goals that don't feel right. Make sure that that goal that doesn't feel right isn't actually your fear of striving for that goal. And we tell ourselves all types of lies to avoid setting goals. I don't have the money. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too black. Whatever it is, okay, if there is a fear that's inside of you, don't let that disguise itself as a feeling that that goal is not yours. Okay, it very well could be. All right. So recognize that. Do not suffer from paralysis by analysis. If there is something that is driving you to do something, to accomplish something, to become something, do it. That may be divine intervention telling you, hey, use your gift for this. Hey, I want you to become that. We are often victims of ourselves. Remember, we talked about enemy number 1. Enemy number 1 will love to lie to you to keep you comfortable, to keep you from working, to keep you sitting still. But guess what? Very few things in the universe were created to sit still. The vastness of the universe, the stars, they move. The mountains, the earth moves. Everything was created to move, so don't you sit still, okay? And for the love of God, recognize enemy number 1. Know when you are afraid and push through it anyway, okay? You weren't given a spirit of fear, okay? You were given a warrior spirit, so go out there, set that goal, know why it's yours, know why it belongs to you, and get it, okay? Remember, the goal is not the outcome. All right. The outcome is nothing more than the logical conclusion of working towards a goal diligently, rigidly, with discipline and vision. The outcome is the logical development of all those things. The goal is the process. All right. Don't confuse the process with the outcome. All right, y'all. Remember those things when you're setting your goals. OK, keep those things in mind. Write your goals down. Okay, put them in concrete, make them real. All right, focus on them. If you don't know the how, don't worry about that. Push forward as long as you know the what and the why. I'm T. Edwards. Thank you for leading.